Hello, Coolers. Welcome to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing the latest developing stories. We start with Sergio Busquets, as it has been reported that the Barcelona captain is willing to continue at the club with a lower salary and short contract. We are going to be discussing more on that as we progress. Then, secondly, talking about Benjamin Pavard, as it has been reported that FC Barcelona face Inter Milan battle for the 30 million euro rated right back, but of course Barca are unwilling to invest heavily. We are also going to be discussing about that. So guys, before we get right into the full story, please do ensure to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. According to Roger Saparas on RAC1, Barcelona captain Sergio Busquets is willing to continue at the club with a lower salary and a short-term contract. The 34-year-old midfielder is waiting for a call from the La Liga leaders before making a decision on his future. Busquets' current contract with Barcelona expires at the end of the season. While there has been preliminary talks held with his agent, a formal contract proposal is yet to be tabled. Amidst this, the veteran Spaniard is attracting interest from the MLS, where Inter Miami are keen, and Saudi Arabia, with Al Nassr making a bumper contract offer as well. However, Busquets is waiting for a call from Barcelona before taking the final call on his future. It is no secret that manager Xavi Hernandez wants to keep hold of the pivot midfielder for another season at least. However, the club's need to slash their wage bill before the summer means that they cannot afford to retain Busquets on his current salary. But the update from Separas states that the midfielder will be willing to lower his wages and accept a short-term contract from the club where he has spent his entire career. So this comes after reports earlier today state that Busquets was leaning towards leaving Barca and testing himself in a new league like the MLS. Another report from Cat Radio states that the Barcelona captain wants his future resolved soon and is waiting for a formal offer from the club, and February could prove to be a decisive month with regards to his next move. If Barcelona continue to delay the move to make a new contract proposal to the legendary midfielder, he could decide to say yes to other offers that are on the table. Sergio Busquets' contract renewal continued to be a hot topic of discussion in many reports recently, as Barcelona continue to find solutions on how to renew his contract and also to ensure that the club are financially stable over time. So there is that dilemma. Barcelona know the kind of precarious situation we are currently in, with La Liga really tight on our neck, knowing fully well that heading into the next season, Barca are supposed to try to cut their wage costs from players in the team. And definitely Busquets, who is one of the most paid players in the team, there's no way that you can renew his contract and still pay him the way you pay him or even more. Barcelona want to ensure that the player might accept something slightly lower than what he currently earns. And definitely we know that with the offers that Busquets have been receiving from Saudi Arabia and as well as from the MLS, from Inter Miami, it's more than what Barcelona can even offer when they renew his contract. So there's that tempting factor as well. But knowing fully whether the player is even leaning towards a move to the MLS according to new reports, if that report is to be believed, then Barcelona are going to find it very hard to retain Busquets at Barcelona. Right now, there is nothing said about if actually he will sign a new contract or not. Many a times, Busquets heading into press conferences in recent matches, the press always ask him about his future, but the veteran always, he never hesitates to turn them down and hang the speculations in the air, because he knows what the media can do if he says something regarding his future. So we all know Xavi trying to keep Busquets, always believe that his presence in that midfield have been very important in Barca's results, even though most people will not agree with Xavi. because Busquets have not really been at his best in recent seasons for the club, and I've been under serious criticism from many Barca fans as well about his performances. Even though the last few games, I think Busquets have been fairly good. I think he have been decent, no issues, no complaints. Uh, but Barca want to tie down him for at least a year or so to renew his contract, but the player is open to leaving. But Busquets does not want to sign a long contract. He just wants to sign a very short contract. Of course, talking about short contracts, maximum just for 1 year. So let's see how the agreement will be reached upon. Then on to the next story of discussion. Barcelona have identified Bayern Munich defender Benjamin Pavard as a potential option to bolster the right back spot in the summer transfer window. The 26-year-old defender is entering the final year of his contract at the end of the season and is seen as a viable candidate to reinforce at right back while within the Barca offices. However, according to Mundo Deportivo, Barcelona are set to face competition from Inter Milan in pursuit of Pavard. The Nerazzurri have held a long-standing interest in the 2018 FIFA World Cup winner and want to sign him in the summer as a replacement for Milan Skriniar, who has agreed to join Paris Saint-Germain. Inter Milan plan to use Pavard as a centre-back on the right side of three-man back line. The player, would find that appealing as he prefers to play as a centre-half than a right back, which would be the case at Barcelona. Reports earlier today suggested Bayern Munich would demand a sum of 30 million euro for Pavard so that they could use that amount to sign João Cancelo permanently for 70 million euros. However, as per Sport, Barcelona do not have any intention to invest heavily in Pavard in the summer, considering that he is in the final year of his contract with Bayern Munich. While the Catalans regard him as a top-level right-back, they are aware of the disciplinary problems he has had at the club and international levels. So even though they see his availability as a good market opportunity, they are unwilling to spend heavily and will see how negotiations progress with other targets before taking a final call on Pavard's pursuit. Xavi has had to rely on Jules Koundé and right back this season, and the Frenchman has done exceedingly well. But he has previously stated that he wishes to play as a centre-back. And with Hector Bellerin's time at Camp Nou done, it is imperative that the club sign a new right back. Whether it will be Pavard or someone else remains to be seen. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.